Hi guys. How you guys been doing today? Well, I'm doing very good today. So hey guys, it's Parker Leslie Gessner, aka the movie and TV show review guy here once again. So hey guys, I'm wondering how you guys been doing today. Well, I'm doing very good today. So to let you guys know that half of today, I did a TV series rant of Velma from 2023 for 2024. And it was a rather like why I won't watch the Velma series from 2023 for 2024. And and today I'm doing a TV series review of Scooby Doo. Where are you from 1969 for 1970. And it was 2 seasons of the show on Tubi. Tubi is where I watched the show. Today I'm going to do a TV series review of Scooby Doo. Where are you? This will be a better show than the Velma series. This will be a better show. No. Yeah, the Velma show, I hated it. The Velma show, I didn't. The Velma show, I hated it. It was gross. Yeah, this is where I watched it. I watched it on here. Tubi. That's right. The show is directed by Raga Gosnell. He's the same guy who directed the Scooby-Doo live-action movies from 2002 through 2004. Yeah, it's the same guy who directed those two Scooby-Doo live-action movies. And it's also directed by Ryan Levant, who directed the prequels of Scooby-Doo, the live-action films, which was The Mystery Begins and The Curse of the Lake Monster. It's like a 1969 for 1970 animated TV series, and it came out and it got released on Tubi. It's streaming on Tubi. There were like 2 seasons of the show. And there was a lot to talk about the show, a lot to talk about. Wait, the main actors are like Nicole Jeffy as Velma Dickley, Casey Kasem as Norvo Chucky Rogers, Don Messick as Scooby Doo. Heather North as Daphne Blake. Carmen Honoratai is also as Velma Dickley. And Frank Welker again voices Fred Jones. In all the Scooby-Doo films, Frank Welker was the main voice of Scooby-Doo, the main voice actor. There's many actresses and actresses. The same guys that I'm talking about from the show, they're the same guys who voiced the actors of Scooby-Doo, Velma, Daphne, and Fred. And it was other actors who voiced them, other actors like Matthew Lillard and Grade Leslie and Mindy Cohen. Yeah, they're the same guys. Yeah, Matthew Lillard and Kazi Kazum were the main actors of Shaggy for all the movies which I reviewed in. And it did a lot of reviews and there was a lot of playlists. There was playlists of the Scooby-Doo movies, from the live action ones to the animated ones. And I created a playlist for like Zombie Island, for like the superhero film reviews, for like the Blue Falcon, for Bram, for Wolfric, and WWE and all of them. And I did pretty much all of them. And this is the crew of the show and the characters in the show: Scooby-Doo, Daphne, Velma, and Fred, and Shaggy. And and so setting of the show takes place in Coolsville. And as let's get into the plot of the show. The show starts off with the crew, the Mr. Inc. Incorporated, Scooby-Doo, Jackie Rogers, Fred Jones, Velma Dickley, and Daphne Blake. These guys are a crew of members who solve mysteries from monsters that haunt through Coolsville. And so whenever what happens in Coolsville, something bad happens or a crime happens, and the Mr. Inc. has to go in and solve the mystery of what happens in this place or the other place, or any place. They have to solve the mystery. It's not the plot of the show. I enjoy the show. I think it's a really good show. This show is a much better show than the Velma Dinkley show from 2023 for 2024. That show is awful. I hate it. That show is gross. Yeah, I know, I hate that show. I hate the Velma show. That show was awful. This show is better than the other one. Characters are really cool. The story was amazing. And so the big thing about the show is that we have to talk about the main villains in the show. The main villains. The first one's the Green Ghost. Yeah, that's right. And there are these guys. Creeps and Crawlies. They were in Scooby-Doo, Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. And then they were in Scooby-Doo Frank and Creepy. And Scooby-Doo's space cook, he was actually Henry Bascomb in disguise. He was in Franken Creepy as well. And it was the ghost of Captain Cutlery. And that's Captain Cutlery. He appeared in Franken Creepy the same as Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. Yeah, all the prisoners, they appeared in Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo Franken Creepy. Most of them, that's right, most of them. The second one is the ghost of Ilias. The ghost of Alias Kingstein, who's also revealed to be Stort. He has appeared in Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo and Franken Creepy. They appeared in 2 films. Appeared in 2 films. And this one is Mighty 49er. Yes, he's rude to be Hank. The Black Knight Ghost. He was revealed to be Owen Man Wickles. I reviewed him in Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed. That film, Monsters Unleashed. Charlie the Robot. The identity was Sarah Jenkins. Wow, look. And then the Phantom. He was actually Bluestone the Great. He also appeared in Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo and Franken Creepy. And there are other villains in the show. And then the Creepery, that's right. And Mr. Carousel. The Creeper appeared in, it's pretty much Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Ghost. Yeah, and Scooby-Doo Cyber Ghost. Where they were in that computery, in the cyber chase, that's right. nice. And the witch doctor. But the theme song in the show was cool. The soundtrack was amazing. I thought the special effects were nice. I thought the visuals were really amazing, and I also thought the editing was cool. I thought the direction was nice. I thought the background was really cool. I thought the animation was really nice, and I also thought and I also thought the monsters in the show were really cool. And I also thought the structure was amazing, and about the pacing was very nice. The steaming was very amazing. I thought the photography was amazing. I thought the color was very nice. I thought the atmosphere was really cool. The CGI was amazing. I thought the characteristics were really cool. And I also thought the settings locations were amazing. And about the climax battle was amazing. I felt that the ending of the show was really cool. Now, so let me tell you guys something. In this game, of the Scooby-Doo game that I played, there are 3 villains who were in it. It was Captain Cutler, the Miner, and Space Kike. 3 of them, which I revealed, which I know from that game, which I completely recognized. So I really like the show, and that's why it gets 10 out of 10 S+. Yes, it is a much better TV show than the Velma show. You know, the Velma show, oh, I hated that one. That show was awful. That show was bad. This show is better, in my opinion. This show is better. And so, don't forget to... And so thank you guys for joining my TV series review of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? From 1969 for 1970. And don't forget to comment and share and subscribe to my channel. And so see you guys next time, and goodbye guys. See you soon. Until next time.